I remember crossing the border, standing in Girabania once more. Me and my fellow scions, the warrior of light among us.
Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV with the Rude Man, and we last were with Yuguri's parents here, and we're going to continue on from here and grab my controller and get it turned on. And you know, I just looked at the camera. I've got a fleece behind me on my chair because my chair is black. It's a office chair. And I have a black shirt on, and I just disappeared because all you could see was my head just floating in the air because everything was black. So I took this fleece that my wife had and threw it over the back of the chair so I'd have some contrast between the black and the white. I mean, right now, I'm sure on the video you can see the mic, but I am looking at the camera here, and I can't see the mic because it's black also. I'm holding it right here. But I can't see it. If I pull it up, well, now you can see it. But I can't see it. Now, on the playback of the video, I can see it. But anyway, it's kind of weird. All right, let's get out of here. Enough of that. Let me get going. Where are we going? Speak with Alize. Well, where in the heck is she? Is she still around here? I guess so. Where are you, sister? Where'd she go? Did I just run past her? Oh, is she outside the dome? She might be. Let's go see what this is though. Yeah, she might be outside the dome. It's got a windy thing. The Palace of the Lost Souls. This results in a dungeon. I remember this. Kiernai is staring intently at you. Do I have something stuck in my beard? Why is she staring intently at me? You are a man from above? Yes. I am Kiernai, sister to the Ruby Princess, the ruler of the seas. Of these seas. Your bearing bespeaks a strength and courage few possess. I have been waiting for one such as yourself to arrive. Though not many know it, the Ruby Princess's life currently hangs in a balance. In the balance. A few days ago, a man cloaked in black visited Shusu of the Violet Tides. He claimed he had come to bestow a blessing of holy protection upon the palace. The incantation he muttered instead drew forth a terrible spirit which took possession of my sister's body. Not long after, similar wraiths of the void began to surge forth, overtaking the palace and stealing the souls of her nearby guards. Shiosai immediately evacuated everyone and has since barred people from entering or leaving the palace. Officially, the Ruby Princess is conducting a private ceremony. None but Shiosai and I know the truth. We have placed a seal over Shisu of the Violent Tides to prevent any of the wraiths within from escaping. However, it will not hold for much longer. Shiosai grows more convinced by the hour that we must destroy the dome and everyone within it, including my sister. I beseech you, man of the land, lend unto me your might. Please find a way to save her. I will see that she is kept from danger. Don't make promises I can't keep. Thank you, truly. I know not what I would have done had you said no. Now please, follow me. We must speak to Shiosai. I must meet with him to ensure he does not act prematurely and do something we will all regret. So he's going to kill everybody? That's crazy, man. Is she talking about that priest guy? I think she is. Okay, so yeah, she is. This is the guy we talked to that wouldn't give us time of day. And you are? We've already talked. Don't act like you don't know me. Chirp, chirp, he says. Lady, what brings you here? What? My lady, you of all people must realize how incredibly dangerous it was of you to entrust another with our secret, much less a newcomer whose intentions we know not of. What other choice did I have? When the seal breaks, we will be forced to drown the palace and all souls within. Would you sooner have it me sacrifice my sister and my people than turning to outside help? And you think that this man has some hidden power capable of delivering Siu no Santo from untold disaster? I realize it is not your nature to ask for assistance, but, like it or not, there is little else we can do. No outcome could be worse than losing the Ruby Princess. Even you must realize we only stand to gain by requesting this man's aid. You have the right of it. Very well. I will give your friend until the next high tide to rescue the princess. If he fails, however, I will destroy the dome and atone for the deed with my life. Remember, my lady, should it come to this, you shall be the one to inherit the throne. Here, take this scroll. It will permit you to pass into Sishu of the Violet Tides. I presume you are aware of where it is located. Not to worry, I shall show him there. The palace lies just beyond the turquoise trench. Before we leave, however, there is one last thing I must share with you. I was not entirely truthful in everything I have told you. It is nothing that affects our current predicament, but it is nevertheless a lie, and I mean to set straight once this is all over. Forgive me, if it was something I could tell you now, I would. So we have a mystery upon a mystery. All right, so gosh, it's kind of a predicament here. Do I take on this and end in a dungeon, or do I go seek Alizé and find the? Well, you know what? Here's the deal. One of them's going to give me a wind thing, which I'm going to have to do anyway. The other one is the main quest line, which is going to go on forever and ever until we finish the game. So I got plenty of time to do that. The game isn't going to go anywhere if I don't do the next full MSQ. So it's not going anywhere. So let's go to this and see what's going to happen here, because I'm not quite sure if I remember. I remember the fight. I do remember the fight, but I don't remember how intense or how long is it going to take me? Do I have time to do it in one episode? Let's see. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the map. There we go. All right. What's that? Sword in a Stone? That must be another one. What's this? In Darkness. Okay, that's the main quest line. There. Clear over there. Wow, it sure would be easier if I could fly. Okay. Let me think this through. All right, I got to go to the surface. I'm going to try to find a way to get there a little faster. I can swim there, but it's in an area that I haven't uncovered yet, and it'll take me forever to swim there. So I'm gonna go over to this other place, which we just came from, and is on that island, Becco Island, whatever it is. And we're gonna meet up with somebody that can fly us there. Now what's that? Oh, I know what this is. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the mini. Where's the mini map? Over there. I'm looking at the mini map. That blue. What's it in here? This one. This. Let's talk to this feller. It's another wind thing. Sweet. Oh, shoot. I'm supposed to be reading that. Do you see the sword protruding from that large boulder up there? I must find a way to procure it, that I might accomplish my dreams. Like all the others, I want so desperately to explore the surface in search of treasure. To do so, however, I must first prove to the village elders I am worthy of embarking upon such excursions by retrieving that sword. This is a sword and stone. Well, you don't look like King Arthur to me. My comrades have given me advice on how I might reach it, but every time I get close, I lose my footing and end up tumbling into the waters below. Could you perhaps do me a favor by demonstrating how I might get there? Come, let us move up above. I shall observe your lithe movements from there. Okay, I think I could probably delete that and find out what I missed, but you're getting the gist of it. He's on some kind of a mission that he has to prove himself by pulling the sword out of the stone. He can't reach it. So whatever it was I missed because I flipped through it too fast for us to read it. Do you spy that large plateau jutting out of the cave walls over there? Can you begin by jumping over to it? You must demonstrate to the Kojin that this feat can be accomplished without the use of any outside help. Should you call upon a mount or fall into the water, you must start over from the beginning. Okay, so he wants me to go over to that one. So, okay, so hang on. Let's see if we can do this. First of all, let's run. Okay. I too can make it to the plateau, but it is from there that things become tricky. Every step must be taken with calculated precision, or you risk, like me, plummeting into the waters below. Okay. So he can make it to this one, but he can't make it to that one. Now, I used a sprint that I can only get by doing bard or machinist or dancer. So, and he probably doesn't have that, so I'm going to have to do my sprint here. So let's try that. Run like hell and jump again. And so this is how it must do it. I shall give it a try. Oh, and there's the sword. Okay. All right. So now what? Speak with the slender Kojin. Okay, let's go talk to him. All right, let's see if you can do it. I am beyond impressed. You are possessed of an incredible grace. It is clear to me now, one must tense all the muscles in their legs, then push off from the rock to gain enough momentum to make it to the next one. You have restored my confidence. Thanks to you, I am one step closer to fulfilling my dream of exploring what the world above has to offer. It would have been easier if I just gave you a sword. Okay, so is that it? We did it? We got it? We're done? Sweet. Okay, we have one more to get, and we don't know where it's at, but I have 2 quests to do. Okay. Oh, looky, we have company. Laura Croft. Hello, Laura, and she's got her car with her, which means we can get in and ride. But before we can do that, we need to have her join me in a party. So let's go to our friend list. And there's Laura. Oh, let's move her to the top of the list there. Invite to party. All right. And now that we're in the party, we can get in the car with her. And then we can have her. Let's see, where do we need to go? I think she knows, but let's see. Okay, pull the map out. We haven't been there yet, so it's right in this corner over here. So it's I'm trying to see. Okay, it's 2. If we look at the other map, the main map over there, way at the top, it shows X and Y coordinates. Where we want to go is 2 and 36. So, let's get up out of here. Let me get the. All right, where are we going? Okay, we're going to be heading this way, back in that corner down there. Let me pull the camera. So we can see. There we go. What a view, huh? Don't be afraid. We've got plenty of fuel. Believe me, I would have had to start it from that island back there and swim all the way down here. And then it's down at the very bottom of the ocean. It's a long ways down. It would have taken me quite a while to swim there. I just want to take the time. And here's the real reason. I can't do this dungeon by myself, so I'm going to need her help to do it. All right, so now we need to go under the ocean. Okay, let's see. It's down there somewhere. Oh. Okay, here we go. All right, we're coming down to the bottom. That girl should be down there by that entrance, because she said she'd meet me down here. Well, she said she'd show me the way. I'm assuming that meant that she would meet me down here. Yeah, there she is. Oh, I overshot her. These are the gates of the palace. Inside are the Ruby Princess and her guards. Thank you, Roland, though he might not show it. Giose is secretly very grateful to you. The thought of having to kill the Ruby Princess, however, indirectly, has been tormenting him. Now, there is not much time left. Let us make our way in. You have the scroll of entry, correct? Remember, you will be unable to pass through the gates without it. Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to have to set this up. So she's going to go through, and we're going to, let's see. We need to go and set it for small party or smaller party, and then the Sushi Violet Tides. Right there. Okay, it's all set up for us to go in, so okay. See those things that have just eyes coming out? Stay away from those. They're underneath the sand, and they'll come out and get you. And it isn't pretty. Okay, so let's see. I need to let's throw follow on her. And see if she follows me, or if I follow Laura. Again, I have to be careful not to get close to those two things with the eyes. Which way do I have to go? Okay, I think I have to go this way. There, I had to kill those guys to be able to open up the jumpy thing here. Okay. Oh, as you might recall, I have to play on this other computer over here because I'm playing Laura. So I kind of have to turn this way to see what I'm doing. I don't want to run into a wall or something bad. All right, now I gotta grab a hold of Laura again. This way, I guess. Might be easier if I just turn the camera off. All you're doing is seeing the side of my head. That way. Ooh, let's go around. now we're kind of in. Continue on here. This is the first mini boss. This guy's cute. Okay. I lost my control. Let's go back. All right. And then I'm going to pass on this stuff so that Roland gets it. We're in October, about the 10th, I think. 10th or 11th. Today's the 11th, I think. It's still not terribly cold outside. It's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's probably the heat of the day because it's going to start getting dark here pretty soon. The days are getting shorter and shorter. This year, daylight savings time ends in November this year, so it's only like not a month away that we stop daylight savings time. But it's not freezing cold out. That's what I'm trying to get at. And with all the computers I got running in here, it's hotter than hell in here. For recording, I have to turn the air conditioning. I got a portable air conditioner. I have to turn it off because it's loud, the fan and everything, when I'm recording, because it's really loud. I don't hear it because I have sound dampening headphones on. But you can hear it in the recording. Now, funny thing is, if I'm live streaming, you don't hear it. You can't tell. If I'm live streaming, I can turn the air conditioner on and off. You won't even know it. That's just the lower quality that you're doing live streaming. You're only live streaming at 2010 to 1080p, and the sound is not that great either. They render it down to, very little. Let's see. Let's pass on that. Come on, Roland, keep up. Oh, this one is weird. This one's going to screw us up because I can't control both characters. So, in this one, she's going to the boss is going to throw some magic at me and turn me into an old nag, an old woman that can barely walk, with a cane. And the only way to stop that is for him to jump in one of these magic boxes. Well, I won't be able to control that. So, I just have to depend that Lara Croft's going to do her job and get us through this. So let's see here. I'm just going to put Roland over by one of the boxes, I guess. Won't do me any good to get in there because they come in and out all the time. So, all right, let's get her done. Leave my sister to me. See that the void sent are banished. Huh? Are we done? I don't think we're done. Alright, let's pass on that. Pass on that. I thought there was more to this. That was only the second mini-boss, wasn't it? Okay. This is a strange place, isn't it? Keep forgetting about this. No longer following? Oh, of course not. Okay, let's catch up. Ooh, le bombas. La bombas. Run, Roland, run. We didn't miss a treasure box, did we? I don't see one. There's one. Keep up, Roland. Keep up. Watch out for the bomba. The boomba. Pufferfish. I just ran him right into it. Man, there's treasure all over the place. All right. Whenever you see this achievement, mapping the realm, we're in the last room, which is the main boss. And he looks pretty ugly. Or she. What the heck is she? Oh. Oh, jeez. Man. That was terrible looking. All right, here we go. All righty, wiggle your ears. You knew you want to. Okay, well there you go. Let's go in, get some loot. Laura already took off. Bye, Laura. Thanks for your help. And let's get the final treasure here. Ooh, that looked good. It's for healing though. It looked kind of cool though. Accept this gift as a thanks for your services. Thank you very much. And we're out of here. Okay, so let's talk to her again. I know not how to thank you. You saved them, Roland. You saved all of them, even the Ruby Princess. While she is unharmed, she is currently unconscious. Shiose has carried her to Tsunosato, where she might rest undisturbed. It looks as though it will be a while before she wakes. Before we speak any further, however, let us return to the village. Okay, so thank goodness that when we came in, I realized that I hadn't gotten the aetheryte for that one city that's close by. So rather than swim all the way back, I'm going to go ahead and take a shortcut here. We're going to Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna teleport there, and I'll see you when I get there. All right. Okay, we're back. Let's talk to her. And she told us there was something she lied to us about, so we need to figure that out. I guess. She said she'd tell us when it was over. Please allow me to once again thank you for your help. You may be happy to hear that the palace guards are all slowly beginning to return to their senses. It seems peace has finally been restored to the palace. You have saved everyone, including Shosai, from an untimely death. If only the Ruby Princess would open her eyes, Sunosatu will be exactly as it was before. I suppose we must simply be grateful for how well things turned out. Now that the worst of the storm has passed and the tides have begun to calm, it is time that I came clean. Okay. Ring of Fending, Ring of Slaying, Ring of Aiming. We'll take that one. We don't need it. I'll probably sell it, but we'll take it anyway. And we got our wind, which means we now are Ruby Sea. We've got one to find and one more quest to do, and we can fly in the Ruby Sea. Kierne is ready to divulge her great secret, and there's two of them, which leads me to believe that something is a mix-up here. The hour of truth is upon us, yet I'm just unsure of where to begin. The Ruby Princess, who quietly slumbers on, she... Sigh. Well, perhaps this will be easier to explain if you could look upon her as I speak. Please, follow me. Okay. Whoops. What the heck? Did she just walk through the wall? How'd she get up there? Oh, there she is. You couldn't have just walked here? So she will be bringing her out shortly. We should be but a few moments longer. Oh, Hisu, why? Why do you refuse to open your eyes? She's in a coma. Roland, there is something you must know. I am not the Ruby Princess's younger sister. In fact, she has no sister. I am the Ruby Princess, ruler of Sono Sato. Oh, act surprised like you didn't know. The slumbering girl before you goes by the name of Hishu and is my dearest friend. We have known one another since childhood. Your Grace, I am entirely to blame. Had I been more prepared, more aware, Lady Hisu would not be in this sorry state. You see, a few days ago we received visitors from the outside. They had come to perform a court ritual to protect the Ruby Princess from any potential dangers. We decided to conceal the true identity. I had her lady-in-waiting, Hisu, take her place, as she and Her Highness bear a great resemblance to each other, something owing to the fact that they are distant blood relatives. I was confident no one would notice the switch. I was right. That is why, when proceedings commenced, it was Lady Hisu who became possessed by the terrible fiend they summoned, and now, well, you can see for yourself what has become of her. To mitigate such disaster, severe restrictions on who can enter and exit Sisu of the Violet Tides have always been in place. In fact, even the Ruby Princess is forbidden by law to leave its gates. When wraith after wraith began appearing, however, I was left with little choice. I whisked Her Highness away to the village and had her pretend to be the Ruby Princess's sister, Kierne. Kirinai, that was the name I had before my mother passed away, and I assumed the title of Ruby Princess. It was also the name Hisu would call me growing up. For as long back as I can remember, she was there for me, from the best of times to the worst of times, all the laughter and tears we shared. Hisu, is this truly where it ends? Forgive me, Your Grace, this is my fault. If only there was a way I could go back and prevent all this. Shiose, there is nothing to forgive. None of us could have predicted this would happen. You're no more to blame for what has happened than I am. Roland, now you know everything. I hope you do not think any less of me for my lie. Well, you're just protecting your friend, I guess. I'd have probably done the same thing anyway, even if it wasn't the princess. Now that everything here has been settled, I shall be departing from Tsuno Sato. Hey, maybe we should just kiss her. She might be like just a princess in a spell or something. The cure to Hisu's condition can only be found above. I know this because as Ruby Princess, it was my duty to study all the available writings at the palace. Very well, Your Grace. Where would you have us go? No, she will say, I shall be embarking upon the quest on my own. You'll be staying here. The people need you to protect them in my absence. Her Grace has made it clear she would have me remain behind. Master Roland, might you accompany her in my stead? While Lady Hisu's body remains, her soul has long departed. I fear that no amount of rest or magics can cure her. What the hell's that supposed to mean? I can only hope that in traveling with you, it will make it easier for Her Grace to come to terms with the tragic fate of her friend. Until such time she must face this truth, however, I ask, nay, I beg, that you keep her safe. It's always up to us. Is it not? All right, well, evidently there's more to the story. I don't know if I remember everything that happens in this, but I guess we'll find out in the next episode because it's time for me to go. So I hope you had fun. Hope to see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. And ta-ta for now.